We are getting closer and closer to Sunday's Oscars. I'm sorry, I don't know what's so funny. Right here on ABC Columbia.
And our Matt Perrin breaks down the Best Picture nominee. We love this movie.
It's a great movie.
Get Out, as the Oscar overview turns toward the favorites.
Welcome to day 7 of the Oscars overview. We are 2/3 of the way there, and even though all of the nominees are great films, the next 3 are my personal favorites of the group. Today's nominees snuck in, which is why I referred to it as the sleeper yesterday. So without any further ado, here's my take on the horror film Get Out. Our movie begins with a couple. Chris and Rose, played by Daniel Kaluuya and Allison Williams respectively, have been dating for several months and are getting ready for a weekend at her parents' upstate. Chris is a little wary when he discovers that Rose hasn't told her parents that they are an interracial couple. She assures him that it won't be an issue and her parents are the furthest thing from racist imaginable. Things begin going awry pretty early when, upon hitting and killing a deer on the way up, a police officer wants to see Chris's ID even though he wasn't driving. Upon arriving, Rose's parents are extremely accommodating, albeit a little behind the times, and using slang that may not be the most flattering. The family has a groundskeeper and a housekeeper who are also African American, but Chris senses there is something off about them, and that is further amplified by their strange behavior. Chris learns that Rose's mom is a psychotherapist and a hypnotist, and although he declines her offer to help him quit smoking, he finds himself in an impromptu hypnosis session one night that he can't quite remember the details. As the movie progresses, it turns out that this weekend is a huge family gathering where everyone he meets, although very nice and unaggressive, make comments that are a little awkward and uncouth, to say the least. After running into yet another African American man that's acting a little strange, Chris takes a picture that causes the man to snap and starts screaming at him.
Sorry, man.
Okay.
Get out!
Talking on the phone to his cousin and sharing the pictures, they realize that the man is someone they knew who has gone missing. Having had enough, Chris decides to leave, and that's when the true nature of the situation becomes apparent. We, as the audience, are on the edge of our seats waiting to see how deep the insanity goes and who will make it out alive. When you watch this film and listen to the dialogue, you would think that it was written by a well-seasoned vet, but this was Jordan Peele's first movie. He throws so many subtle hints throughout the film that you don't realize how brilliant it is until you watch it again and again, and I recommend that you do so because it gets better every time and you pick up something new with every viewing. The cast is amazing, with Daniel Kaluuya just completely deserving his Best Actor nomination. He just blew me away with this performance. Catherine Keener and Bradley Whitford also deliver amazing performances, perfectly balancing awkwardness and creepiness. There's an obvious theme of race relations, but it's not just shown through the character interactions, which are written just so brilliantly awkward, but through all of the subtleties lying in the background, from clothes to decorations to spoons to beverages and straws. All in all, this movie is just so much more than it appears on the surface. I'm actually really jealous of Jordan Peele for being able to transition from great comedy to amazing horror so seamlessly. This film was released Oscar weekend last year, and I remember Alicia asking me if I thought it may be nominated this year. I was quick to respond, not a chance. It was released way too early, and it's a horror movie. Well, I'm happy to admit my mistake, but at the same time, it's for those reasons that I don't feel it will take the statue. But at the same time, I'll be thrilled if it pulls off a sleeper win. This has been your Oscars overview. Only 2 nominees left, so tune in for the next 2 days and on Sunday for the actual awards right here on ABC Columbia. Back to you.